and sit down.
Oh, hello and welcome to another side-by-side video. We're going to talk 12-volt batteries today in relationship to failing batteries on Toyota Yaris hybrids. And I'm going to prove to you it's not just Toyota Yaris hybrids that have battery failures. All cars suffer from battery failures. This battery on the floor here belongs to a Toyota AYGO, my niece's Toyota AYGO. It's a 2021 battery that's fitted to a 09 AYGO automatic. And on Sunday she couldn't start the car. So she was told, leave the car on the drive, don't go out in it, because even if you get it going, if the battery is suspect, when you come out of work after your shift, your car will not start at work. So get a lift to work, leave the car. Go down on Monday, and I take with me this 6-year-old Odyssey. Put this on the car starts. This battery is sat here now with a voltmeter on it, well, 2 voltmeters on it actually, and the voltage in the battery is 12.98, which is confirmed with a snap-on voltmeter and the battery charger voltmeter. And I'm going to test this battery only to prove the battery tester works before we put it onto that battery there. So I've already input the CCA 330 into the tester. We'll do it again actually, just to show you. It's an AGM battery, this one. It's a CCA like we've just shown here, and it's a 330, it says on the label. So we'll let this battery test. That battery has come back as a good battery, and it's come back with 83% health, which isn't bad for a 6-year-old battery, and it's a little bit under its capacity, 301. It's at a 100% charge rate, 12.98. Before you say the battery charger's turned on, that battery charger is plugged into the wall, but the socket is off. And that's the lead that goes, in fact that's not even the lead that goes to that charger, that's the lead that goes to that charger. The lead that goes to that charger is here. Charger's not turned on. We're only using the charger as a voltmeter. So that's come back as a good battery, even though it's 6 years old. That's just to prove the tester works. So let me put that 12-volt battery into the same scenario and prove to you that's died. So I'm going to take take everything off that battery. Remove that battery and put that battery up here. Three-year-old battery. We're going to do exactly the same test. Negative, positive. That's the battery charger connected up but not charging. There's the plug. Let's now connect the voltmeter up with these two leads. To get an accurate reading off. So there's one. There's two. So we've got 12.48 volts in that failed battery. Now, you can't just go by voltage alone. Just because a battery's got voltage in it doesn't mean it's got the capacity to start a car. So we know we've got a voltage in that battery of 12.47. That's just been proved. Let's now get the battery tester and connect connect the battery tester up. The battery tester is also confirmed. It's connected, 12.49 volts. We're going to do a battery test. This is a regular flooded battery, it's a lead acid battery. So we'll select regular, we'll enter. We will have a look at the battery now and have a look at its specifications. This is what I'm looking for, 400A EN. So I will select EN on the tester. I'll now input 400 into the battery tester and we'll do a battery test. Enter. Testing. Let's see what results we get. It's come back instantly and said replace. The health in this battery 16%, 161 amps against the battery's rating of 400. So that battery has failed. It's got 82% charge in it, because that's all it will take, 12.49. So that battery is condemned. I was correct to replace the battery. So I know that battery can go for recycling. There's nothing I can do with that battery now. Right, let's go back to Yaris hybrids. And I'll show you the procedure Toyota want you to do when you have one of these fail in your hybrid. Let's go back to putting on the charger and the voltmeter. Just so we got some voltages. Your Yaris won't start in the morning. You jump start it, you take it down to Toyota, tell them what's happened, and Toyota will say, please leave your car with us overnight and we will charge your battery up overnight. Which is what I'm doing here. I'm simulating them charging the battery overnight. Your car will stay inside in your dealership overnight until their battery charger says your battery is fully charged. We know this battery's faulty and it only takes a certain amount of voltage, but their charger will say you're charged. So the following morning they come into work, They disconnect the battery, they let it stand for a little bit, and they put their very sophisticated battery tester on it, which says that battery is either good or it's bad. And we've just seen two examples, a good battery and a bad battery. If the battery comes back good, they will tell you it's come back good, and they will prove to you that battery's okay with a readout. Now, if your battery comes back good, what you need to do, if you're not using your car very often, is at least once a week start the car up, leave it for an hour in ready mode, and let it charge the battery. And I'm doing something very similar with my MR2 here. This has been in the garage a month, not been run, not been started. I've come in today whilst I'm checking these batteries, and I've started the MR2 up to let it come up to temperature and charge the battery. You need to do a similar thing with your Yaris hybrids, or any Toyota hybrid. In fact, you need to do it to any car you're not using. Start them, let them run, let the alternator charge the battery up. Now, if your battery comes back bad, like this one does, Toyota will change that battery free of charge under warranty, but they'll fit an upgraded battery. That's just the way their system works. Leave the car, let them charge it overnight, let them check it. If it's good, do what I'm doing with the MR2. Once a week, let it charge up, or just go for a really good run. If it's a bad battery, they'll change it for you. But you still need to take the precaution of, if you're not using the car much, run the car once a week, leave it for an hour, let it charge. On the other hand, if you've got access to power and your car is on a drive and it's secure, make yourself a little loom off the 12-volt battery with some plugs on it. Make yourself an extension lead, get yourself a maintenance charger, leave that somewhere dry, run that to your car, plug it into your battery, leave your car. Your car will then never have a flat battery, because that's maintaining the battery. That's set up here now, ready to do that. I'll plug that in the wall, go out to the car, plug the lead into my battery, and I know whichever of the GR Yarises is parked on the drive, one gets used a lot. In fact, I'll show you, they're both here actually. Oh, one's gone out. There's normally two GR Yarises parked on the drive. Mine and my father's. My dad doesn't use his car as much as me, which is why we've got this set up. Dad plugs his car into this and leaves it on charge overnight. He's not going to use the car, like he might use the car on a Monday, not use it to a Friday. This means he's never going to have a flat battery. It's the only reason why we do it. Precaution. I thought my dad had come up, was about, but obviously he's been and gone. So that's 12-volt batteries. Doesn't matter what car they're on, they die. They've got a finite life. 3 years for that battery. That's still going. At 6 years, you've just seen the results of that battery. 83% health. That battery, what, 16-18% of its life left in it. Like I said, you cannot just put a voltmeter on a battery and go, oh, my battery's got 12 volts in it, it'll start the car. It won't. It needs testing properly. It's failed internally. That's where all the power is. 6 cells. that create the amperage to start your car. If one of them's failing, the moment you put a load on it, it shorts the battery. The battery might have the voltage, hasn't got the capacity. That's what's happened to that battery. It's failed. We've since put a new battery on my niece's car. She's happy, the car starts again. Another 3 or 4 years, we'll be doing it again. That's what batteries do. They fail. Thanks for watching the Northwell side-by-side video. I really hope you've learnt something about batteries, about how they're tested, about how they fail, and the fact that yes, it might have 12 volts in it, doesn't mean it'll start the car. We've just proved it with the battery tester. Good battery, bad battery. And that's all Toyota are going to do. Good battery or a bad battery. Bad battery, they replace it. Good battery, they tell you to go home and do what I've just told you to do with what I'm doing with the MR2, or you set a trickle charger up or a solar charger on the OBD2 port and get on with life. Thanks for watching.